Well, howdy there, Internet people. It's Belle again. So today, we're going to talk about JP Morgan's CEO saying the bond market is going to crack. CEO Jamie Dimon was speaking to regulators and investors at the Reagan National Defense Forum in Simi Valley when he said something that made headlines that broke into the mainstream. It's not really news to y'all. You've heard me talk about this for months. But now it's not Belle, Barn Barbie, and enthusiastic amateur economist. It's the CEO of one of the biggest financial houses in the world. It's the world's biggest commercial bank, and Dimon has led it for almost 2 decades. Now he's warning about the bond market in no uncertain terms. You're going to see a crack in the bond market. Okay? That's a quote. That's what he said. You're going to see a crack in the bond market. It is going to happen. And I tell this to my regulators, some of you who are in this room. I'm telling you it's going to happen, and you're going to panic. He stressed government debt was a huge issue, but not the only issue facing the U.S. He talked about not just the weakening U.S. economy, but also the weakening U.S. position in the world. He stressed maintaining our military alliances. The takeaway quote from that section really put the source of America's power into perspective. We often refer to currency as power coupons on the channel. That's a view that Dimon apparently shares. He said, quote, "If we are not the preeminent military and the preeminent economy in 40 years, we will not be the reserve currency. That's a fact. Just read history. That's a fact. A U.S. that walks away from world leadership and embraces an isolationist foreign policy will fail to maintain the standards of living Americans have grown accustomed to." When he talked about Trump's flirtation with crypto, he went on to say, quote, "We shouldn't be stockpiling Bitcoin. We should be stockpiling guns, bullets, tanks, planes, drones, rare earths." This sounds like a giant broadside against the Trump administration. This isn't a Republican-Democrat thing. It's not donkeys and elephants. It's not red versus blue. It's green. This is economics and foreign policy all rolled into one. Foreign policy is about one thing and one thing alone: power. Economics on the national scene is about the accumulation of power coupons. Your trade deals don't matter if you can't back them up, either through military inefficiency caused by embracing propagandized views of history or through a lack of will. Your international agreements mean nothing if you can't enforce them. Ever since the days of Smedley Butler, it's been pretty well known to those who looked past American exceptionalism that America's power rests on its military and economic might, and those two are interlocked. If the U.S. withdraws from the world stage as the current path is suggesting, the U.S. will no longer be a superpower. Slogan and flashy gimmicks won't help. Consistent, educated policy developed by experts in their field and implemented by boring, level-headed people is the only thing that will keep the U.S. in its position of power. Anyway, it's just a thought. Y'all have a good day.